are visiting Wigfield Farm near Barnsley in South Yorkshire. It's only £2 to get in, which is really cheap. On the way in, you get a sticker. It's green in colour to make sure that we know who is at the farm. Here is the main entrance where you go through to see all the animals. One of the first things you get to is a small play centre with some swings. There's also a little play area to run around in. It's made of wood. You can also feed the animals at Wigfield Farm, but only the sheep, the goats, the cattle and the pigs. Do you know what animals these are? That's right, they're cows. Cows have udders on the bottom of their bellies so that they can feed their babies. These are 2 brown cows. Did you know that cows have a really keen sense of smell? They can detect scents over 3 miles away. That's a really long way. Next up, we saw the meerkats. They're in this sandy enclosure. Here's a fun fact. Meerkats are extremely sociable and they live in burrows together. Sociable means that they want to play with other meerkats all the time. Here's one looking around now for some food. They also stand up on their hind legs to look around and see what's going on around them. Here's an example of one now. Stood up and looking around, making sure that everybody is safe. Meerkats are only small and they're very cute. Next up, we came across some chickens. Chickens lay eggs when they are ready to have children, and they lay around about 265 eggs a year. That's almost one every day. Wow, that's a lot of eggs. Here are a group of chickens. Next up, we saw some bunny rabbits. As you can see here, rabbits have eyes on the side of their head, which means that they can see almost all the way around. Humans' eyes are on the front of their head, so we can only see forwards, unless we look around. They like to eat grass, and you can see they look different. Some of them are darker in colour, and some of them are lighter. Then we saw some guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are not from Guinea, nor are they pigs. That's confusing, isn't it? We think that it might be because they make a noise a little bit like a pig, but they are much smaller than a pig. They're very, very fluffy, and they like to eat grass. This is... do you know what this is? It's a goat! And this goat's very hungry, trying to get their horns through the gate so that they can have a little bit of food. These children are just feeding the goat. Here's another smaller goat. Did you know that baby goats are called a kid? And they can stand up and walk within minutes of being born. That's really amazing. You probably took about a year to stand up and walk around. And they can do it really, really quickly. This is a brown goat. He's very hungry and he's looking for someone to give him a little bit of food. Goats are one of the animals that you're allowed to feed at Wigfield Farm, and so the visitors can take around some food pellets to give to the goats. Here we have some more cows. They have really, really big heads, and they can put them through these bars and put them into the trough to find food. You can also feed them by hand, or if you prefer, you can drop the food into the trough so that they can eat it out of there. One of these cows is brown, and the other one is black. Can you tell which is which? That's right, the nearest one is brown, and the one further down is black in colour. Next up, we saw some sheep. This is a black sheep. Do you know the little nursery rhyme that goes for black sheep? Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. Wow, this Baba black sheep's looking for some food. Here's some more goats. Wow, look at those impressive horns. There's a brown one and a white one. The brown one has 3 horns. 2 on the top of its head and 1 at the side. It looks like it might have had one, but perhaps it's fallen off. Coming across for some food. These goats are very hungry today. Well, I don't think he's gonna get his head through that gap. Not with those horns. Maybe he can use that green bucket. That might be a better way for him to find the food. He just needs to work it out. Here's a little boy putting some food in the green bucket for the goat. Let's see if we can see. Ah, he's gone over to the green bucket. Oh no, it's a real struggle for this goat. Those horns are in the way. He's trying to knock it over to get the food out. It's a very clever goat, trying to work out the problem. He's still trying. I think he might just about get the food. What a clever goat. This is a horse. And horses, as you can see, can eat grass. They have long, swishy tails. They are very fast creatures. This is a much smaller horse. In fact, it's called a Shetland pony. And they originally came from Scotland. Scotland is one of the countries of Great Britain. Horses spend a lot of their time eating grass. This Shetland pony is staying away and having some time to itself. As we went round the farm, we came across some more sheep. Did you know that sheep have rectangular shaped pupils in their eyes? You have round pupils in your eyes. Then we came to the horse pen. Now these horses are on special diets, which means they eat only certain types of food. This one is trying to get food out of this bag. Horses are very intelligent creatures who will try and find food in different ways. He's having a really nice bit of food there. The next horse is called Dickon. Now Dickon has an illness, which means that he's on a strict diet. He was born in 2010, which means that when we went to see these in the year 2022, he was 12 years old. And there's his special food in that blue net. The next horse was called Ronnie. And Ronnie was born in 2009. So when we filmed this, he was 13 years old. He's a retired sports horse. And he is 17 hands high. Horses are measured in hands. That's really tall for a horse. A bit further down the pen were some llamas. Llamas are funny looking creatures. And they are closely related to camels. But they don't have a hump on their back like a camel does. Did you know that llamas can grow to be 6 foot tall? That's really big. This one's a little bit smaller. And there's a baby llama. They've got a green bucket as well. They're called Dot and Darcy. Aren't they nice? Here are some big pink piggies. There's a mummy pig and a baby pig. Pigs are very smart creatures. And just like meerkats, they like to be around other pigs. They're very sociable. Well, that was our trip to Wigfield Farm. Thanks for watching this video and seeing what we've been up to. And I hope you've enjoyed it and learned a little bit about some animals. See you soon!